All right, welcome back. There's 3 people that have been arrested in the United Arab Emirates connection to the murder of an Israeli rabbi. He had gone missing last Thursday. Israel now says this is an act of terrorism. The rabbi, Avi Kogan, ran a kosher market in Dubai, was part of an Orthodox Jewish movement that conducts outreach around the world. We don't know yet specifically, I don't believe who was responsible, but the Prime Minister, Benjamin Netanyahu, does say that Israel's working with the UAE on their investigation. So you have that, all against the backdrop of the conflicts in the Middle East, including word of a potential ceasefire between Israel and Hezbollah that has been reported throughout the day. Tsach Saar joins us now. He's the Israeli Deputy Consul General here in New York, so he's here in studio. It's good to see you, sir. Boy, what a terrible story, obviously, the murder of this rabbi. Reaction from the government's point of view to what we've heard over the weekend?
Yeah, I think this is exactly what globalized intifada means. And I mean, Rabbi Kogan was basically building bridges between Jews and Muslims, between the United Arab Emirates and Israel. And this follows what we saw in Montreal and in the vile pogroms in Amsterdam, and you know what, also the Nazi march in Ohio. So it is really, really disturbing.
Is there a lot of work like that, the work the rabbi was doing in countries like the UAE that's going on right now?
So he was specifically there, yes, and yes, this is exactly what they do. They build bridges and between different religions. Between Judaism, between Jews and Muslims, and this is very, very unfortunate that he has become a target of this of terrorists. And, and again, this is what globalized intifada means. Do people want to see that? No.
As I said when I was introducing the subject that your government characterizes as an act of terrorism, are we learning anything about, you know, what happened here, who's responsible? What are we learning throughout the day, if anything? Do you know?
So this is definitely an act of terrorism. These are the 3 men that were arrested were sent by someone, by whether a terrorist group or a terrorist group that is supported by any players from our region, and the investigation is still ongoing. As the Prime Minister said, there is a good communication between the government of Israel and the Emirati authorities, and this is very important because justice will be made.
Iran?
I don't know.
We don't know yet, right? No. Specifically, just there's an act of terrorism, 3 people arrested. Don't know exactly who's responsible yet.
Exactly.
I want to talk broadly about the Middle East. I mentioned how we've been watching these reports in various places about whether there'll be some sort of a ceasefire between Israel and Lebanon. I'll play a clip from the Israeli ambassador to the UN, longtime diplomat Danny Danon, and what he had to say, and then let's talk about how things are going there. Here's Danon.
There will be few stages, few requirements. You know, the most important condition for us is the withdrawal of Hezbollah north of the Litani. We said it from the beginning, that will be our goal in this war. Then there will be other stages in the agreement. Regarding the UN, as far as I know, the UN is not part of the agreement, but the presence of UNIFIL over there is important, and we are grateful for that.
So there have been multiple reports today that a ceasefire might be near. There have also been reports from the region of rockets being fired back and forth. I know Hezbollah, I believe, fired near Tel Aviv earlier today. What's going on? Do we know?
So let's not forget what happened basically on October 8th. The day after October 7th, Hezbollah, which is a designated terrorist organization, just started another unprovoked war against Israel from the northern front, from Lebanon, and since have been firing non-stop missiles and every kind of flying object basically at Israelis, at citizens, and we have more than 60,000 Israelis in the north that are displaced. So this is the situation, and we are obligated, and we must bring peace to the north and bring our people back home, and we are working on it. Now,
it's not there yet.
Not there yet.
In terms of a ceasefire, right?
Well, I cannot add a lot about it, but I can tell you that the Israeli government or the Israeli cabinet will meet soon and discuss this.
Okay, so we could have news on this later, tonight or tomorrow, but it's being worked on at the moment. It's in progress literally as we speak, it sounds like. That's about all you can say,
Yes.
I can tell. I know it's a tough situation. It's a delicate situation.
It's a very delicate situation.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for coming in today.
Thanks so much for watching. Just go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.